So the first position that we're going to talk about is our 3 o'clock hip holster, outside the waistband hip holster. Now this puts the gun right here. So obviously this has some benefits for concealing carry, right? So wintertime carry, I can use it with a coat on. I have a good easy access for my draw stroke. If I'm a duty officer or military, right, I can wear this open carry right outside the waistband, and so everybody sees that I have a pistol. Not a big deal when you're in those type of professions, but as a general rule, I don't like to carry this way as a civilian because I like my guns to be concealed. I don't like open carry. I'm not a huge fan of it for various reasons, and we can talk about that in a different video. But the simple fact is that I want to be able to draw this gun quickly, and so this is actually a very, very good option. I have good friends of mine that I shoot with all the time. This is the only way that they carry. Now, for me personally, I don't carry this way because I don't like having to have big baggy t-shirts on or having a button-down shirt on over it or having to keep my coat on all the time. I would prefer to be able to come inside, take my coat off, and my gun is still concealed at that point in time. So this is not a great option for me, but a lot of people do really like it. It has some benefits. It's a fairly comfortable option. If you get what's called a pancake style holster that hugs it real close into your body, at that point in time, this is a great option for you because it keeps that gun very, very concealed with just a coat or some type of garment covering it, and it makes it to where it's not really in your way. Now you'll see a lot of different mounting options on there. Some of those you got to realize are for duty options because they have a ton of retention on them, or they actually will put that gun a little bit further out, so it makes your draw stroke, it makes my ability to grab my pistol a little bit more positive on the action side of things, so I can grab it without getting a shirt tail or something in the way. I personally use pancake style holsters. Now I use pancake style holsters whether I'm working in some type of operational capacity, whether that's overseas, whether that's doing security operations here, whatever it is, I still use a pancake style holster, and I use it for competition because that speed, I think once practiced, does not really slow you down at all, and in fact my draw times are identical regardless of which style holster I use, and I like the ability to have that gun tucked in a little bit tighter to my hip because it doesn't feel quite so encumbersome, and when I'm driving or whatever it is, it doesn't really get in the way. So that's generally my preference, is to put a pancake style holster rather than a holster that has some type of, there's many different clips out there, but let's just say the Blade Tech clips out there, right? The Blade Tech locking mechanism, they call it a Tech Lock. Those Tech Locks are awesome, and I use those on a lot of my battle belts, but the problem is that they're really thick, and so it pushes that gun real far out, and it can feel kind of encumbersome then on your hip, right? It kind of weighs down that side of your body. It tends to bang into things throughout the day, so it's just not one option that I'm a big fan of. But we have our standard option here is our 3 o'clock position from an outside the waistband hip holster, and it extends right there.